I'm Joan Epler. Please join with Dr. Gary Epler, Harvard Medical School. Dr. Epler discovered a new way of life. Today, we're going to talk about how to stop worrying.
I'm Dr. Gary Epler. The new way of life is knowing who you are moment by moment. This means know where you're thinking from, and that's who you are. There are 4 locations, and you can only think from one at a time. There's the head, the heart, the gut, and the mind, which is outside the body. Today, we're going to talk about one of these locations. It's the stress center in the head, and how this new way of life eliminates worry.
What causes stress?
Thinking about yourself causes stress. Whenever you think about yourself, you're thinking from the stress center. Thinking about yourself is stress.
Why do people think about themselves?
There are 3 things that people think about. First, self-destructive thoughts, beating yourself up for making a mistake or wrong decision. Second, self-pity thoughts, feeling sorry for yourself, complaining about not making enough money, about having a bad job, or about those terrible people in your life. Third, retaliation thoughts with criticism, blame, and making people feel bad about themselves. These are the thoughts that people think when they think from the stress center.
What does stress feel like?
It's not good. Stress causes physical pain and suffering, with discomfort in the stomach, distressed head with anxiety and being nervous, and even pain in the joints from tightened muscles. Stress is unproductive. It stops all desire to do anything, especially work on a project or even help someone. You just want to get away from the situation and even get away from people. Stress stops all creativity. Complete a project, pay a bill, fix something at home, no interest. Your mind shuts down.
What does stress have to do with worry?
Worry means you're thinking about yourself from the stress center. Worry causes stress for you and for others. Worry means fear from thinking about a problem in the future that you or someone close to you may have. It's fear of the future.
What do people worry about?
Everything. The list is endless. That's the problem. It's always worrying about something in the future. Most are minor issues of no consequence. And everyone knows that almost all the time, the things people worry about never happen. The top 3 worries include the job, health, and relationships. Others include crime, about being a good parent, worrying about friends or children, worrying about finding the right spouse, about being attractive enough, finding a job, being happy, even about the health of a pet, paying bills, wrinkles, and worrying about growing old.
Why do people worry?
Because people think about the future with fear. It's good to think about the future for planning and avoiding risks, but it's bad to think about the unknown because this causes stress. Thinking about fear of the future is unhealthy and not helpful to others. Fear needs to be experienced moment by moment, not in the future. The farmers started this issue of worrying 10,000 years ago when they began thinking about the unknown future, drought, insect infestation, and people stealing crops from them. However, worrying had no benefit to the farmer, none to the family or friends, and worry is detrimental to health.
Some people worry because they think it shows they care. What's wrong with that?
It's negative thinking. It's thinking about yourself. It's thinking from the stress center. And people turn this around. They say to themselves, if I don't worry, it means I don't care. This thinking is converted to thinking from the stress center and does more harm than good. For example, Telling your children that you worry about them going to a party and then telling them don't drive too fast makes them mad and angry because this is a controlling command. They get so mad they may drive too fast. It's better to say, enjoy the party and let's share the fun when you get back. There are many other ways to show you care than worrying. For example, thinking from the heart with kindness, empathy, and giving.
Sounds like worrying means you're thinking about yourself, which is thinking from the stress center. How do you stop worrying?
You answered the question. Stop thinking about yourself. Stop thinking from the stress center. Think from the heart and be kind to yourself. Think from the heart with kindness, empathy, and giving to others.
Stop worrying by first convincing yourself that it's bad for you and others. And second, stop thinking from the stress center. Think from the heart with kindness to yourself. Think from the heart with kindness and giving for others. Do you have any closing comments?
I agree. Stop thinking about yourself and you'll stop worrying because you can only think from one location at a time. Know who you are moment by moment. Know where you're thinking from. Don't think about yourself from the stress center. Be kind to yourself from the heart. Think from the heart with kindness, empathy, and giving. Think from the mind with creativity and the feeling of calmness and unconditional love.
This is Joan Epler and Dr. Gary Epler closing today's segment. Next time, we'll talk about guilt and how to eliminate it. Best wishes for a great day.